And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Prescott now. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 30 yards. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson, buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. On 3rd and 1, Jackson flushed out right. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Did I say block the ball or pick the damn ball, you dumbass?
The execution of that defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is into the end zone.
That's the most stupidest shit in the fucking world, bro. They gotta fit that bullshit.
As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. John
But I'll get to the fuck room and do something stupid like, please.
Jackson. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. This is Elliott. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Come on.
A jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson dancing to his left. The ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most The credence isn't the right word. The most attention.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's got it to Ingram, complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jihad Ward in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on second and long. Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Really? You dancing?
I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Cooper was the intended target.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing is Jackson, and now he's going to use his legs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. They'll come out in the pistol. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on second and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. On the move to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Jackson now. to throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. Flushed out right. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They keep on the ground with Elliott. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. Flush to his right. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And Forbath will put this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This pass into the arms of Snead, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 36, Jackson, and an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They'll run here with Ingram. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. On second and goal, Jackson. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. Tomoda Peko racks up the sack. They'll look to run with Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He'll buy some, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He uncorks it for Snead. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. But even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Now it's Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Jackson letting one go deep for Roberts. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? Just sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Here's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Shut up.
Jackson will throw again. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. They took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Let's go.
So that one will be accepted. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
On second down, Ingram. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Jackson from the shotgun. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. third down. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Come on, man. They bullshit.
Bring up third. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Check nickel.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 4th down. Snead's got it. Willie Snead all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. 49 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Jackson now on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Watch the pass.
They're going to try and throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Jackson. He sets the fire into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. After the sack on first down, Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing is Jackson.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Pernell McPhee in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2
minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's complete to Snead. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Jackson on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force it incomplete.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Jackson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. A crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.